Oh, man, that's bad. It was a bad interview. Welcome back. Dana Loesch here with you. The closed captioning that he was mentioning, so he's asked about this, and he kept having to glance over. He kept having to look at his computer to read the reporter's questions typed out for him because he could not process them audibly and then give answers back. I mean, it's no big deal, guys. It's just the Senate. It's just the Senate. No big deal. I mean, It was a really bad interview. And he would not actually commit to giving his record. So he was asked, and I didn't send this over because it was literally 5 seconds. But he was asked, we asked for your medical records. You declined. Why? And he goes, our doctor already gave a record saying I'm ready to serve. NBC goes, well, that was 6 months ago. Don't voters deserve to know your status now? And he goes, well, I give speeches and interviews. That's not. And what did you say that he said he'd be ready by January or something? Right? Is that what he said? Oh my gosh. Listen to this. Audio soundbite 1. This is sort of a recap of it. But when they were engaging in small talk, they actually had to turn on the closed captioning for him. He had his computer screen up, and she was sitting across from him. She would ask him a question, and he would then look at the screen. And I don't know, just listen to this.
We had a monitor set up so that he could read my questions because he still has lingering auditory processing issues as a result of the stroke, which means he has a hard time understanding what he's hearing. Now, once he reads the question, he's able to understand. You'll hear he also still has some problems, some challenges with speech. And I'll say, Katie, that just in some of the small talk prior to the interview, before the closed captioning was up and running, it did seem that he had a hard time understanding our conversation. Saw and heard there the auditory processing challenges, the speech challenges. I've spoken with stroke experts. They say folks can fully recover from that. But the caveat that every expert gives is that they can't fully assess a patient without details on their health records, without that information that the campaign has yet to disclose. We've asked multiple times.
Yeah. They've asked repeatedly, and he's like, well, I'm not, I give speeches and stuff. I mean, like I said, it's just the Senate. No big whoop, right? Nobody cares. Man, this is wild. Come on. This is too important. Now, the way that the Fetterman people are trying to spin this is that you guys are being so mean. He had a stroke, and you guys are being so ignorant and ableist. I swear to you, if I hear that one more time, it has nothing to do with that. The left is abusing him so that they can get power. They're putting out, so let's talk about that. You're putting out, if it's wrong, if you're going to run for elected office, voters have every right to ask questions about your mental and physical fitness. It is their right. People have died for it. They've died for it. They've bled for it. This is a republic. I think some have forgotten this. They have every right to ask this question. Ableist. You're running for Senate. This is not like you're going to go and be, I'm just trying to think of something that wouldn't require the stress of being in the Senate. Name a job, name a position, anything. I think there's stress associated with almost every type of work. I'm trying to think of like a flower picker. I don't know. It's not like he's going for flower picker at the botanical gardens. I don't know. He's running for Senate. And you can't say, well, we are so insistent on having him run because we want this seat, but how dare you ask questions? It's abuse. If that's the way that the left wants to phrase it, then they're abusing him and hiding behind his health situation in order to deflect any kind of actual hard campaigning, any kind of being able to have them answer any question. It is bad. And the same thing as with Joe Biden, to be quite honest. But with this, absolutely. Here's the thing. When the left got mad at me for saying that, yes, because Senate elections, you have races and people vote and there is an outcome determined, and that winner usually helps to be part of either, whatever governing party is going to be running the Senate, that adds to it. That's how these work. That's how elections work. And the left got so mad because I said, yeah, you have two really imperfect vehicles. One, they're just a vehicle for the voters' agenda. Yeah, I want to win the Senate because I want that agenda to win. Oh, they get so mad. They get mad at that, but they don't get mad about abusing a guy who is still clearly recovering from a stroke to the point where he can't even audibly process questions. They're abusing him so that they can take the seat because that's how badly they want to win. They want it so bad, and they pretend that they are virtuous because it's a Democrat thing. It's not, though.